This is my grandma Betty and her sister, my great-aunt, Annamarie. Or as I have come to call them, the Golden Oldies. For most of my life, they have taken the roles as my only grandparent and my bonus grandma. This is the story of my week with my Golden Oldies leading up to Annamarie's 109th birthday, and my journey to shed some slivers of light on the great existential question of the human mind. What are the secrets to a long, happy, and healthy life? And more importantly, to depart the chaotic world to get to know my grandmother and great-aunt in a new way as they float into the extra golden years. Betty and Annamarie were born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and for their entire lives lived within a 5 to 10 mile radius of their first home and each other.
There were 8 of us.
4 boys and 4 girls.
We had 3 bedrooms.
And the baby would be in a room with the mother and dad, and in the middle room was the girls' room, and the back room was the boys' room.
And we didn't know any different because everybody else was more or less the same.
They now live here at the wonderful Mount Assisi Place, convent turned elder care facility in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where they have been for the last 4 years. At the end of this week, Annamarie will be turning 109 years old, which makes her one of the oldest living Americans in the country and the oldest member of our family, seconded by Betty, who is 93 years young. They are the last remaining siblings of which many lived exceedingly long, healthy lives. But none were as close as Betty and Annamarie, sisters now for damn near a century. Before they lived here, they shared an apartment together in Bellevue, just 1 mile away for 25 years, cooking, cleaning, entertaining, and hosting all on their own until they could no longer manage when Annamarie suffered a hairline back fracture.
What we did, we respected each other. And that's a big thing, when you live together, you have to, you can't be boss. Nobody was boss. She did her things and I did mine, and we never had any spats. St. Patrick's Day was a big day.
Yeah.
We made these fancy hors d'oeuvres and Irish coffee. Henry was the one that did the Irish coffee.
Yeah, I learned how to make Irish coffee down in New York, the hotel. I was there for St. Patrick's Day. And they made the Irish coffee at the table. So then I always made it after that.
We used to have like 25 people or so at our Irish party.
Prior to becoming roommates, these Reinhardt sisters were married to brothers, who made them both Donovans.
How I first got to go with Jim, I was probably 19. I used to work at the lawn fade at the church. Every summer you had like the festivals you see at churches, and that was my job, the fish pond. And your dad came over to the fish pond, and I was working it. So he asked if I wanted him to walk me home. And it all started then.
Gee, I get a lonesome feeling when I hear those church bells chime. Those wedding bells are breaking up that old gang of mine.
You never went on dates with the Donovan brothers together?
No,
No. Okay, it was later on, and you weren't going with Regis when I started to go with Jim.
Yeah, because after all, he had 2 kids. You got married in May.
Oh, that's right. You got married on
November.
Armistice Day.
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
the same year.
With all they have in common, these 2 sisters have taken very different paths in life. Annamarie, who came of working age at the time of the Great Depression, went from high school directly to work. First as a typist, then to a lifelong career working at Ma Bell Telephone Company, which made her among the first lifelong career women in America.
As soon as I finished high school, I was 2-year commercial class, and a friend of one of our aunts got me a job at DeRoy's typing. After about 6 months, I was pretty bored with typing, so I went to the telephone company, Isabella, Pennsylvania. But I always remember one thing they told you when you got your paycheck, you made sure you put a little aside for retirement. That was something you always remembered.
And did you do that from the very beginning?
I think I did. I don't think it lasted every paycheck.
Betty followed in her sister's footsteps, easily getting a job out of high school at Ma Bell with Annamarie's referral, until she met my grandfather, James Donovan, got married, and gave birth to their first child, my mother, Mary.
My first kid. Yeah, it was Mary Pat. Mary Pat was a very good baby. She was a nice baby to be around. She was happy. She was a happy baby. I think it's because she was kept pretty busy. When you have one baby after another, the first one you had was very important because she's a big help. And she did her job well.
Yeah, and you're also learning how to be a mother, right?
That's right.
Continuing on to have 10 more children after that. This, 11, is one more than they were planning on having, in fact.
No, that was the trend of the times. In those days, if you only had one kid, you felt sorry for the people, you know, because it was a happy family. If maybe you're not agreeing with this, but it was not hectic, was it? I mean, I guess it was hectic, but if you didn't have that kind of hecticness, you would have another kind of hecticness. Having a big loving family, you have your ups and your downs, but there's something solid about it. And you know what? We were satisfied. We didn't want to run around. A lot of older people couldn't stand the kind of life that we enjoyed, having the kids around.
Yeah, they say it takes a village to raise a family, and it seems like you had a village for a family.
Yeah, yeah. It was very. To me, it was enjoyable.
With that many children, Annamarie was a frequent and welcome presence in the household, giving the children a little extra attention, taking them on little getaways, and bringing news of the big world from her travels for Ma Belle.
And I know when I had my foot operated on, you came down every day, and Tim and Mike were still at home. And Annamarie would do the laundry that span of time, and she gave them orders. I'll do it, but it has to be right here. And she gave them orders what they had to do to make that happen.
When she married her husband Regis Donovan, brother of my grandfather James, she was made the stepmother of his 2 children, Eileen and Kathleen, yet never had any children of her own.
I guess I wasn't supposed to have kids because she had 11, so.
And my kids, she's like their grandma.
The span of their lives have seen many changes in the world that boggles my mind and eludes my ability to fully comprehend the scope of it all. From the boom of the Industrial Revolution bringing trains and streetcars to automobiles and airplanes, 2 world wars, the Great Depression, the first consumer telephones, the spread of household electricity, from radio and cinema to television and color television. Then the boom of the computer era and the internet. They have seen a hell of a lot and have lived through it all with the strength and framework that family, strong faith in God, and the church provide in spades. With such a fascinating and rich history together, I came to realize that there was much more to be had with these 2 golden oldies than the birthday wishes and holiday cards. I realized the opportunity to tune into another frequency, outside of the chaos of our current fast-paced, maniacal, success-or-die, faster, stronger, cheaper culture we all live in today. I found myself all of a sudden called to walk through this door, into a different context. A portal back in time when the world was simpler and people lived more humbly and were led by different values. Here, within my reach, are my Grandma Betty and my great-aunt Annamarie, 93 and 108, sharp as antique tacks, in great health, thriving and keeping as busy as Fortune 500 CEOs.
I feel very sorry for people that in their life they don't have enough to keep them lifted, you know, and it's really often not their fault. Life isn't easy. That's why you need somebody to follow, I know maybe religion isn't uppermost in your mind or in your heart, however, but there's something very special about it that you're missing if you don't get a grip on something in life that's meaningful and try to make other people see that.
In this world with my golden oldies, the world operates differently. It's an energy and feeling of lightness and love, peace in the face of death, community and support around every corner.
I think you can do a lot of good in the world, you know, but I think you have to put your life in perspective. I think you're happiest in life when you're not thinking about yourself too much. I think the good Lord has to be a center of your life in some way. I think you have to know that there's somebody out there. I mean, that you need a leader in your life.
It strikes me that there is a combined 1,000+ years of life experience and wisdom in the hollowed halls of Mount Assisi, an energy that has been cultivated over many decades by the Franciscan sisters here.
They have a supernatural warmth and kindness built into their hearts that emanates to all the residents, their friends, and their families. They are everyday characters in Betty and Annamarie's lives, bopping around the halls and buildings telling their stories and keeping incredibly busy, lending their hands to whatever projects they can. The days here start early and are built on structure and repetition. It all begins the night before with careful planning.
Oh, I just do what's ordinary. I just pick her clothes out at night.
And we're just looking for a sweater to go over, right?
Yeah, something casual. Like this is a jacket, but it's something like in this order.
We keep my clothes in order.
I make sure they match.
They take care of each other in whatever they can do, and it's all like one will help put the other makeup on. You know, it's great. They're so damn cute.
Betty methodically cleans Annamarie's teeth and selects outfits for the next day.
It's just like part of getting up and eating your breakfast, you know.
In the morning, Betty helps Annamarie get herself dressed and arranges her hair.
I sleep well, you know. I make sure when I go to bed I lay my head down.
I think we sleep well because we get medicine before we go to bed.
Oh my goodness, those are secrets you're not telling.
Annamarie then takes the wheel, doing her own makeup, sitting on her bed without a mirror, operating solely on the muscle memory of decades. When asked about this ability, she says, well, I've been doing it long enough.
If I go to do something I'm not supposed to, she gives me a sermon.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm a little watchdog at times, you know.
Then it's down to the chapel for morning service and prayer, with Annamarie joining on the days she feels up to it. After church, it's to breakfast in the cafeteria. Mealtime here is a time to socialize and catch up on the goings-on of each other's worlds, who's coming to visit, who had a baby, and so on.
And then we're going to do our little shoulder roll like that. Roll those shoulders forward. Okay.
Annamarie is the eldest resident in the home currently, but you wouldn't be able to tell from seeing her in exercise class.
The afternoon they have activities. I try to get everybody to exercise, because like I said, it's very important to keep moving, even if it hurts, even if it doesn't feel real good, if you're tired, whatever. You've got to keep moving.
Every day, these golden oldies get their bodies moving and shaking with chair aerobics or chair yoga, though Betty and Annamarie don't go in for yoga much.
Well, it's good that you do it almost every day.
5 days a week?
Yeah.
Oh, we do it. No, we don't
We
do
don't
it Saturday or Sunday.
Yoga.
Oh, I know. Yoga's not your
we
favorite.
skip that.
On yoga days, you can find them in their room, charging through their aerobics moves from the comfort of their recliners as they wouldn't dare miss a day.
Yeah, I feel good after that.
Keeps us busy. And we put our all into it too. We're not like, you know, do you notice that?
I did notice.
Yeah, I bet you had a hard time keeping up with us.
Yeah.
When we lift our knees up, we get them up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not lost on me that these ladies are in fact on a better exercise regimen than myself and most people I know. It highlights in all caps the phrase, use it or lose it. As we approach Annamarie's big day, there are some very important details that need to be addressed. The first, and most important, is getting their hair done.
This is always time to get ourselves looking, I'll say beautiful for the week, you know, get our hair fixed, and we always want to look our best.
It comes but once a week, but it's the most anticipated event for all the residents, and it's to be taken seriously.
Annamarie's really lucky she has wash and wear hair. Hers is naturally curly, so she just has to step in and get it done, and she's good for the week.
There are a few things as important as presenting well, and hair is of top priority.
Your hair does well because you sleep with your satin pillowcases.
That's right. We've been using them for almost 20 years, and that's the honest to goodness truth.
You'll have to speak a little louder, Betty.
Oh, that's right, Annamarie. I have to talk louder. Yeah.
I was just telling them about your satin pillowcases.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Eileen gave them to us for
how many years ago was that that somebody gave us?
15 and 20 years ago.
Pillowcases, their hair doesn't get messed up during the night.
Yeah. If your head moves, it slides, so it doesn't dig into your curls.
It's a time to be pampered and to take in some R&R, as well as a much-needed nap after a good exercise class. After their hair is in order, it's off to get their nails done. Nothing too elaborate, simple and classic is all that's called for.
They were classy women. That was my first impression. Just the way they conducted themselves, they talked, how they wanted to know people's names. I want to learn your name. They wanted to be engaging with others. They were always engaging. And then when their birthday came up, I went up to wish them happy, I can't remember which one was having a birthday. I went up to wish them happy birthday, and I got to their room and they're like this. Both of them were like this. I'm like, oh, what's going on? They're like, oh, we just did our nails. I mean, there they were at their age. And I thought, wow, is that wonderful that no matter what's your age, they're trying to look nice. And it just made me laugh and just really made me smile.
As I move through the days here, it is evident that these two make friends with all who they come into contact with.
You know, their minds are sharp. They interact with the other residents. They they watch the news and they love football. Yeah, Sunday afternoons don't bother them.
Roethlisberger pumps, throws long for Burris, and Burris has it. Touchdown, Steelers.
I love to come when it's a Steeler game because they wear their shirts, they're very involved, they understand the game, they watch the whole game, and if it's on late, Aunt Betty stays up probably till 9 o'clock watching it. So they're very devout fans.
They are always asking others how they are, how their families are, offering treats and candies, and ever looking for ways to be of service.
You can't get out of their room without them giving you something to eat. Especially at Christmas time when they had all this stuff. Here, take some, I'm not hungry. But that's just the way they are.
They never get angry. Have
No.
you ever seen them angry?
No.
They're always pleasant.
Classy women who want to teach others, be respectful to others, and oh goodness, the family and how they love their family. And then Annamarie with her iPad. I mean, oh my gosh, how they did not shirk from technology.
It is this trait that keeps them ever present, ever looking forward. And it's this same trait that makes my inquiries into themselves and their past quite difficult. They don't spend much of their time talking about themselves or looking back. This is a moment of illumination for me. It points out how much time I spend worrying about myself and what I want or need, and doesn't leave much room for the pleasure of connection to others, the gratifying feeling of giving that we all know, but reserve for specific occasions. These golden oldies flip that script completely, and seem to thrive in proportion to how much they give. This is very revealing to me, that in the last days of their lives, they are truly driven to give as much as possible to as many people as possible with what time they have left.
I think what I've learned from them is that family is very important to them. Faith, family, and having fun. They know how to have fun. They laugh. They join in games here. They've told me stories about parties in the neighborhood, inviting all the neighbors and family to their New Year's Eve party. When we had our New Year's Eve party,
Yes.
I learned all about that. And they've been very inspirational with their faith.
Having come from a lifetime of patronage and service to the church, Annamarie and Betty experience an uninterrupted continuity of spiritual connection to their faith at Mount Assisi. And that, faith, is a major aspect of their lives that draws my attention.
Well, I think you miss a lot in life when you don't have any closeness with the good Lord. I think you miss a lot. I think there's a lot of consolation in life that comes about with a belief in the good Lord and that kind of a life.
Betty and Annamarie seem to have a sense of calm, peace, and openness to how things unfold in their lives. There is confidence and a plan and purpose for all things that comes from a deeply rooted and long-cultivated relationship to God and community. This is another moment of illumination for me.
Everybody wants to hear from them because they have such a great outlook on things, such a positive. And Aunt Betty has a religious piece to her that's very calming. I know she goes to church a lot, and when she's praying for you, you feel like God's listening. Like she is just very devout in her faith. So whenever there's a family problem, I notice my brothers and sisters will call her and ask her to pray.
Our culture today seems to be driven by fear and control, where one's gain is another's loss. Every person for themselves in an ongoing struggle for more money, possessions, power, titles, and outside validation, oftentimes at the cost of peace, service, collaboration, and freedom. The morning of January 30th arrives. 109 years ago in 1911, Annamarie Reinhardt was born in this same city, not 5 miles from this spot. The air is crisp, there's a layer of clouds over the land, and it is Annamaire Donovan's 109th birthday.
Well, see, you woke up and you were 109 today.
Yep, imagine that.
You never thought you'd make it that long, did you?
Oh, heavens no.
So every year around this time, you say, oh, I don't know how I did this. I'm not going to be around for another one. And every year, there you go.
Every year the other one comes, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you've been pretty healthy this last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, doing all your exercises and eating your vegetables.
I'm kind of low on the vegetables.
From the get-go, she is flooded with cards and presents, opening each one with wonder and awe. She makes sure to read each card first and saves them all so that she can write her thank you cards.
Hi, Annamarie. Happy birthday. God bless you. Jamie and Jean. Love Jamie and Jean.
That's nice.
Yeah.
All morning, she is fielding dozens of phone calls wishing her a happy day and a healthy year to come, though she only hears bits and pieces as her hearing isn't what it used to be, say, in her 90s.
Hello?
I don't know whether it's Eileen, but it didn't.
Thank you very much. Who am I talking to? Colleen? You can't believe how many phone calls I've been getting since it's not even noon.
In church service this morning, the priest acknowledges and offers blessings for Annamarie's gift of long life, and Sister Loretta plays some of her favorite pieces on the organ. As generations of family and friends begin to flood the downstairs party hall of Mount Assisi, I'm struck by how many young people are present and excited to be there for Annamarie's big day. I can see how inspired they are by her, how they look up to her, how they have felt connected to her over the years, and how happy they are to celebrate with her and share this monumental moment. Sitting in the corner of the room with a perfect view of all her guests, Annamarie visits with one person after the other like a queen at a gala, never seeming to mind the constant horde and never-ending line of people cycling through to get their time with their eldest family member or friend. Then there is the feast, the cake, the presents, and whoosh, it's all over. The much-anticipated event, weeks in the planning, a lifetime in the making, the question of will there be another hanging in the air, and then quiet and rest.
So Annamarie, how does it feel to be 109?
I feel the same as I did yesterday. Yeah. Especially after I got my nails done.
Oh, you got your nails done?
She's going.
Not yet.
Oh, that's coming up. Dear knows, the day's early.
What's your advice to anybody who wants to live to 109?
It's kind of surprising. You don't really realize that going up so fast, but here I am.
Yeah.
So how do you think other people should do it if they want to live to be that old? What's your advice?
I don't think I'm the advice giver.
Keep busy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep yourself alert. If you keep busy all the time, you don't slow down. You know, people that sit around and fall asleep. Well, we do that sometime too, but not that often.
I wonder what it could possibly feel like. I wonder what everyone who attended feels like. Are they wondering, like I am, what it would be like to live as long as 109? For myself, it seems an impossible question to sit with. I haven't lived long enough, lost enough to feel capable of this inner dialogue. All I can do is wonder and remain open to my golden oldies. Try and ask the questions that may reveal the little nugget of gold that I can keep in my pocket to guide me through this life. As my trip is quickly coming to a close, I start to feel the tug of missing these two already. The week has filled me up in ways I couldn't have expected, and I can say with all honesty that I will be leaving with a brighter outlook and more faith in life. I am excited to integrate what I have gained here with the hustle and bustle of my everyday life. But before I go, I feel the pull to talk about the side of life I don't yet have much experience with, but that is ever looming. Death, the loss of loved ones. So I take this opportunity with my golden oldies to mine some insight out of this mysterious, ethereal question that runs quietly in the back of all our minds.
You've so far lived a very long life, and you're still very spry, and You know, compared to Annamarie, you still got a long life to live. And what do you see for yourself moving forward?
Well, I just take it day to day now. Whatever the situation is, you know, it's okay. I'm at the stage in life where whatever, however it is fine, you know? Okay situation.
Is there anything in life right now, in these days, that are scary for you?
We thought you were dying a couple nights, didn't we?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, one night couldn't sleep, and I was laying there real content because I thought, well, this is probably going to be the night.
Yes, and I sat there we said the rosary, and
But it wasn't.
It wasn't, that's right, it wasn't the night.
What did you feel? Did you feel calm, or did you feel a little bit scared or nervous?
No, Betty was there, and I was just content.
Yeah, we told her not to worry about a thing, we'll just pray, and she wasn't really...
And then after a while, I said to her, you better go to bed because I'm all right.
And how was that experience for you, Grandma?
Well, it was different, but I was able to handle that. I'm a lady of charity, and I was around a lot of parishioners at the hospital and sick, and did that for many years. When it's your own family, it's a different situation. It's a bit different closeness to it, you know, different. But when you're ready to go, it's okay too. When the good Lord wants you, just kind of quietly talk about it and pray about it and just be quiet.
Did you have any feelings of nervousness if she had gone that night? You know, what it would be like for you?
Well, no, I was thinking about how she was feeling. And I thought, well, this was a nice way to go, you know? If she would have gone, it would have been okay. And you just pick up from there, whatever.
I guess one of the things that comes with long life is witnessing people you love passing on. Mm-hmm. And so at this stage, how far have you come from when you first experienced the loss of a family member?
Well, it's like Betsy passing away. That was altogether different because I wasn't beside her. I was on the telephone every day. That was sad, you know. And Carol, I remember last night I saw Carol. We went out to dinner. It was the first part of January. We were up there for Christmas, and we were going to leave, and we went out to dinner. And I can remember hugging her and leaving her. And as she passed away, that was the last I saw her, you know. But it was nice we all went out to dinner that night. So there's something calming and satisfying to be around somebody that's dying.
As I travel back to Los Angeles, I feel a swelling of gratitude and love for life. This past week with my Grandma Betty and great aunt Annamarie was a masterclass on a way of life very different from my own, based in values that I want to embody and share more and more in my life moving forward. I feel so lucky that I was able to spend 7 full days with these two at this stage in their lives, knowing full well that each visit very well may be my last. I came to my golden oldies seeking wisdom, and I feel I'm leaving with a spoil of riches. These nuggets of gold nestled snugly in my pocket are inscribed family, faith, and service.
She was in her night clothes, and I stick over and pulled the chair up beside her because she wasn't feeling well, and I stayed there the whole day night. I never got undressed or anything, and I just sat there. We kept talking. She wasn't feeling right, but and no thoughts that she was going to be dying. She just didn't feel like herself. And I can't tell you just how she felt at that time. It was such an impression on me that she wasn't herself that I just stayed, and I never left that room. Well, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, And the nurse came in off and on when she asked for this medal. And she knew she was asking me for the Happy Death Medal. She knew that. So she was aware that something was happening to her. That's when we start talking about her dying, I think. We prayed during the night. We said the rosary. I think we both felt close to heaven. She said she really didn't want to die. She had no thought for me to leave her. And then I told you, she told me she loved me. And that for her to say that, I mean, that's not the way she talked. And she was quite comfortable, like she wasn't, she was calm and collected. And she seemed very content. It was her time. We talked about Carolyn would be there pretty soon. She sure wanted Carolyn. It was a big thing that Carolyn take care of her. When Carolyn arrived, I got her clothes out for her, because it was just Carolyn and myself. And I mentioned, well, Carolyn's here now, and I'm going to let Carolyn take care of you. And I gave her a kiss goodbye, and she was very content with that.
And then Carolyn said that Annamarie took the washcloth and wanted to wash her own face, and she told her what she wanted to wear. And then Carolyn said she made 2 big circles with her hands, and she said, "Do you think I should stay?" And Carolyn said, "You go when it's your time." And when she looked back at Annamarie, she was gone.
She was dying and she thanked me. She told me, she said, "I love you." She said those 3 words. I want her to thank her for all the good things of life that I had with her. She made my last years with her very happy ones.